if there is one man of the match, it's Mr. Brahma, the Chief Election Commissioner. Sir, thanks very much for joining us. Amazing turnout this time, a record turnout, but actually what we noticed was the most encouraging was the so-called affluent South Delhi, New Delhi lot. Their turnout increased by 10% this time, much more than the average. So you're getting even the middle class to actually vote. That's a big achievement. Mr. Brahma, can you hear us? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, can you repeat again? I couldn't hear you properly, Prannoy.
Yeah, I was just saying that one of the astounding factors of the turnout, although overall it was great, it was a record turnout, the middle class, more affluent areas of Delhi, South Delhi and New Delhi, voter turnout went up by 10%, while the overall average went up by about 2%. So you have managed to get the middle class out to vote, which is a huge achievement.
Yeah, good morning, Prannoy. It's a really pleasure talking to all of you. And today is a very important day for us because we are going to have the result declared before 12 o'clock. Hopefully, between 11:30 and 12:30, I think by 11:30 and 12:30, I think most of the result will be out. And we are very proud that all our people in Delhi, our voters in Delhi, they came out and voted for this election.
Right, the whole election exercise went very smoothly this time, as reflected in the turnout. Any special challenges you had this time? It was a pretty nasty campaign, and one side was always complaining against the other, and there were borderline infringements. Were you ever tempted to actually take action against anybody?
Actually, this no doubt we had this election little bit close competition compared to the 2013 election. But we didn't, because since our people at the ground level are fully trained, I think we didn't have a major problem like problem of our voters, missing voters, or problem or location of the polling stations. In fact, 2013 we had the major problem of these voters. In fact, missing voter, lots of complaints had come from Sierra Prague and part of our Punjabi Bagh like that in 2013. But this time we have really tried our best. In fact, for the last 2-3 months, we really struggled to ensure that no voters or names are deleted without any proper check. That's why the response from our people, from our voters were really good, and we have achieved a good performance of crossing almost 67% of our people have voted in this election.
Mr. Brahma, one more thing which always appears before every election, and it is, I find, the most outrageous accusation is that the EVMs, the electronic voting machines, are tampered with, are fiddled. It's one of the proudest things that India has. The world looks at it and admires it that we carry out our elections so efficiently with electronically. America's, decades behind us on that. How do you handle these accusations that, you press one button, any button, and only one party comes up? It's just crazy because it's all randomized anyway, isn't it?
No, this time, of course, barring a few, only one party was mentioning casually. But I have been in this election, as the election commissioner, I am here for last 5 years. But for last 30 years, we are using this EVM machine, and I can assure you from my all personal experience and personal conviction that our EVM machine, wherever we use, I think it is 100% non-tamperable, is 100% dependable. I can assure you again and again. In fact, not only in this country, but all over the world are watching how we are using our EVM machine.
Right.
In fact, slowly, even there are African countries are inquiring how we are using it, how dependable they are. Even our neighboring countries also trying to use the same machine. I can assure you from my experience of the last 40 years, in fact in my public service, 5 years in the election commission of media, this EVM machine are absolutely dependable, they are non-tamperable.
Right.
And that there are so many checks and balances, there are so many checks and counter checks. So there is no question of anybody manipulating, anybody tampering. I can tell you honestly, I think this issue is almost closed as far as we are concerned, Election Commission is concerned. And there is nobody in this country or anywhere in the outside our country can accuse us of this tampering or maneuverability of our EVM machines. Yeah.
I totally agree. Many congratulations. I think it was a brilliant decision to have those electronic voting machines not connected to the internet, so they cannot be hacked. And the only one sad thing I must say, that the Supreme Court has said there must be a paper trail, totally unnecessary, and it just means millions of trees going down the drain for nothing. It's just a bad decision. I hope they rethink on that. But congratulations and good luck for the rest of the counting, and hope everything goes smoothly. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.